Are you ready to go back in time? Even the menus are a throwback. From the queens of swing, I feel like it's in the 50s, to the king of pop. Oh! First look is Throwback.
Yes, I stepped a half down.
Tonight, we're throwing it back to groundbreaking eras in pop culture, and right now, we're taking a look at the 70s. Saturday Night Fever was a major hit, and not only did it put John Travolta on the map, it introduced line dancing to the mainstream. And although country-based line dancing originated before the disco version, it was Travolta's performance in the 1980 film Urban Cowboy that helped to once again bring it to the masses. So tonight, this urban cowgirl is moseying on over to Dallas Honky Tonk Roundup Saloon for my turn at the craze that's got everyone lined up.
This is Texas, so it's the land of country dancing.
I don't really know how to line dance, but it seems like everybody has a great time doing it. Straight, gay, bi, whatever. It's just a warm, welcoming place.
And around these parts, the first step in line dancing is getting them boots shined. Well, I must say I've never had my boots buffed in public before. So what's the first step in doing this?
The first rule to doing someone's boots is do no harm. You want to brush off any extra debris. The first thing we use is actually called a saddle soap. Get it nice and wet, soap it up, and start working around.
They are looking so good. Look at how shiny they are.
And my boots are envious.
You gotta have shiny boots too, you're my partner. Now, how important is it to have nice, shiny cowboy boots before line dancing?
It's very important to have a shiny pair of cowboy boots. You want to show people that you've arrived. You want to stand out when you hit the floor.
Now that we both have shiny boots, let's go put these to use.
All right, let's go do that lesson. Okay. Jake, see you at the tequila shack.
All right, see you guys there. Thank you.
I love dancing to begin with, and line dancing is fun. I love country music. So I hear we're doing the Doctor dance, which is quite difficult.
Yes, but fun.
Well, I'm going to follow your lead.
There's going to be a 4 count up and then a 4 count back. Turn, left, together.
Left. Okay.
We're gonna switch
the opposite.
So right heel, right toe, left heel.
Let's feel. This is a long dance.
Yeah, you got a high count here. Now we're going to turn.
Now that I've had my lesson, I am ready for a cocktail, and as we all know, everything in Texas is bigger, so bring on the drink.
All right, Jake, we're looking for something to make us better dancers.
Well, then you need the 7 cents margarita.
Oh, man.
It's one of my specialties. So we got the fresh lime. One fresh lime in each.
Now, why do they call this the 7 sins?
Well, it's actually a name that I came up with. Tip that we're doing 7 leaves. I also have 7 ingredients in the margarita, and I use 7 drops of Tabasco sauce. 4 count pour.
I mean, I already do 8 counts like on the dance floor.
Orange juice. Little splash of sour. Shake. We're gonna kick that. Screw the fresh orange in.
I will be committing sins today, thank you. Doctor. It kept getting quicker and quicker. I messed up a few times, but I was having fun, so that's all that matters. It's sweet and it's strong. It's got a bite. You can taste the tobacco. And for an even
First Look is sponsored part by Macy's. Forget a Christmas sale for $6.5 at Macy's.
For our final throwback, we're traveling to a Miami hotspot that hosted some of history's greatest musicians for more than 2 decades.
We're sitting in the bones of the original Ball and Chain, which originally opened in 1935. Had 22 great years. A lot of famous entertainers like Billie Holiday, Count Basie, Chet Baker, Lena Horne all played here back in those days.
By the late 50s, Miami experienced a growing influx of Cubans escaping a communist regime, bringing with them a vibrant culture that remains to this day. Before then, Cuba was known as a tropical playground, attracting celebrities and the rich to streets lined with clubs and cabarets, like the world-famous Tropicana. The Tropicana Club was so popular, it inspired the plot of beloved American sitcom I Love Lucy, starring Cuban actor Desi Arnaz as Ricky Ricardo, the band leader of a fictional Tropicana in New York City. And now, that vibe and energy of 1950s Cuba is reimagined here in Little Havana's Ball and Chain. So this is like old school Miami here.
It's old Florida meets this Cuban salsa environment right down here in the world-famous Cayocho.
I do not feel like I'm in Florida right now. I feel like I'm in another country. I mean, everything here is so beautiful. They're dancing, there's like music. I feel like I'm in Cuba.
So Chad has prepared for us one of our signature cocktails called the Cayocho Old Fashioned.
A throwback cocktail inspired by a couple of Cuba's biggest exports.
Traditionally, old fashions are made with some type of bourbon. Ours is made with an aged rum. Instead of using traditional bitters, we actually infuse tobacco in the bitters.
So you can taste the tobacco in this?
You can taste it, you can smell it, and if you can't, we've actually provided the garnish, the
Look at
tobacco
that.
in there. So
It's the real leaf.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I actually love this version of the old fashioned. It's sweet and it's strong, it's got a bite, you can taste the tobacco. And for an even sweeter taste of the island, a cocktail inspired by a classic Cuban pastry.
Our next drink is the pastelito daiquiri.
A sweet or savory snack, pastelitos are traditionally filled with fruits like guava and pineapple and typically consumed with coffee.
We made basically a guava daiquiri, and we garnish it with a pastelito.
It's like dessert. It's so sweet. I could probably chug this, but I'd be in trouble.
Hey, Andrina.
Hey, you got some smooth moves up here.
Thanks, let me teach you some.
Okay.
You won't need that.
I won't?
No, come on up
Just
here.
put that on the side. With a little liquid courage, I've joined Renee on the pineapple stage for a taste of Cuban salsa.
It's all about the hips, the feet fall into place. Salsa is sexy, it's tropical. Everything Miami is, and more.
Teach me.
Gladly. So here's a few basic steps. We're gonna go front to back. We're gonna go left, together, back, together, left, together. Now let's do it side to side.
Okay.
Left, together, back, together, left, together, together.
The Latin music, the Latin culture is so passionate.
Just like I showed you.
The great salsa dance teacher.
You're fabulous.
I did have one major problem up there on the stage. My heels kept getting stuck in between the wood panels. I should take my shoes off. And this is what it did. Kind of destroyed my shoe. But it was worth it. And bringing everyone to the dance floor are classic Afro-Cuban rhythms reminiscent of those never-ending nights in Old Havana.
I think both of you did a great job of capturing the whole feel of Havana, Cuba, 1950s. Like, you really stepped inside as a time warp. My family came with Cuban, even though I was born in Puerto Rico. And when I come here, from the food to the drinks to the vibe, I think it's perfect. They've done a great job.
All in all, this has been an amazing night. Every time
Ah,
I'm definitely coming back to this place. To myself, I get to dance with a boy. I get to wear 70s, our economy was in a Great Depression, but when it came to entertainment, the U.S. was booming. The Wizard of Oz hit the screen, big band music was all the rage, and swing was, well, in full swing. And although nearly a century old, today, swing dance is hotter than ever, popping up on dance floors from New York to LA and everywhere in between.
I fell in love with the music. I said to myself, I get to dance with a boy. I get to wear some beautiful vintage clothing. I don't know how to do this, but please sign me up.
Everyone is dancing these dances from the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. People get into the culture, they get into the vintage style.
These are high-waisted pants that from the 1950s.
This is my 1930s shirt.
You're talking 40 years of fashion, along with 40 years of different styles of music.
Leading the scene in the city where swing's earliest dance style, the Lindy Hop, was born, is competitor, teacher, and all-around cool cat, Mickey Fortiness.
Empire City Swing is an event that we run here in New York City, and what we try to do is we try to have the best live music that we can provide and the best quality instruction that we can provide for our students.
So, before cutting a rug at New York City's biggest swing event, I have to make sure my throwback moves are on point.
Swing has become a blanket term for a lot of different styles of dancing. There's honestly so many different dances involved now.
What exactly am I going to learn?
A little bit of Charleston, a little bit of Lindy, and a little bit of bow.
Wow, I'm getting the whole shebang. I love the 50s era. The dancing was so fun and social. I think it's going to be fun tonight. I think there's going to be a lot of bouncing and swinging and twirling, so I hope I don't get too dizzy.
First of all, you have that bounce. So everyone just go ahead and bounce. From here, I'm going to count out 5, 6, 7. We're going to start on 1. And a 1.
Step, triple step, rock step, triple step, outside leg, inside leg. I've never done swing dancing. You dance with everyone. It's a sociable dance.
And shoot. Waka-daka, very pretty. Ah, not bad.
You guys went really fast. And once you get in the motion of it, it's like you want to keep going.
All right. This is something that you will definitely see on the dance floor. There's no way to avoid it. The Lindy Hop swing out is going to happen. We have our shoot-ba-ah, shoot-wa-ba-ah basic swing.
It takes a couple times to kind of get into the momentum. I definitely want to get into this. It's fun. It's a great way to meet people. Hello again. It's a great exercise.
So we're now going to do it. High five your partner and rotate. It's a single time step, and it looks like this leads. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. This is officially advanced running in place. The rule is if you can see your feet, you're not doing Balboa. Step, step, hold, step, 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 hold, step. Step, hold, step, 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 hold.
We're speaking on the wrong foot. Can we start over, security?
So you're right there?
Yeah.
So is everyone coming to the dance tonight? Audrina, do you feel like you're ready?
I'm ready. I'll be there. I feel like we're in a different era right now. The music, the energy, everyone here is so into character.
And in this era, I learned it all comes down to going with the flow and following his lead.
When you're on the dance floor, guys are swinging you around. You don't really have time to think about the footstep work or anything. You're just dancing.
Audrina did amazing. I was really surprised by the pace that she was learning at. And after dancing a few times with her, I really enjoyed that.
And that's how you swing, baby. Woo! First one wants to talk to you. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Tonight, we're talking throwbacks and reminiscing about a time when MJ was king. Pop-Tarts were delicious and Pac-Man was crushing the game. This golden age of pop culture set the bar for generations to come. And while our journey back is taking longer than expected, our point of entry couldn't be any sweeter. Born in K-Town, LA Breakroom 86 is a floor-to-ceiling throwback to, you guessed it, the totally awesome 80s. Even the menus are a throwback. They have Ghostbusters, Top Gun. I'm gonna have to get it.
Classic. Perfect.
This is a classic.
I just think it's just fun. I think that era in general, with the culture and the music, is just fun.
The best part of the 80s is, you know, the nightlife.
All the drinks in here are so fun and retro, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the Rocket Pop.
Good choice. Based on the classic popsicle with the red, white, and blue layer and raspberry black tea syrup. Add some crushed ice, fresh lemon juice, vodka. This one's really just to get the color.
That is delicious. It tastes just like a popsicle. Powered by hospitality giants, the Houston brothers, no detail was spared in creating this hotspot of nostalgia. I feel like I've gone back in time here. Now, it took me a minute to find the door, so what was the secret entrance?
The secret entrances are just fun. I know it's a vending machine and we always want to throw it to it, but it really lets you escape and transports you to the 80s.
In the 80s, street dancing rocked the nation. So naturally, this throwback wouldn't be as fresh without a little breaking 101. Now, am I going to be able to do these moves in a skirt?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Here you go.
Get into character. Now, do I wear this hat straight on or to the side?
How you feel?
To the side.
A little more swagger.
A little more swag. Oh, and I got glasses too. Nice.
Do a little hop.
Hop.
Right, leg out, kick, down. Bring it up. Switch, down. And you can add a little bit of your spout in it.
All right. But if your swag is whack compared to the 1984 film Beat Street, this joint is popping with classic moves for every level. Michael, you look incredible tonight. Can I have a selfie?
Say cheese.
Right.
Oh, so you're grabbing your the whole time.
Yes. We know that people get into the field of things and absolutely the whole experience for other people. 80s to me, even though I was in my teens, I wasn't able to experience every aspect of it. I wanted to bring some of those elements back to life here. And I think to many, that appeals to them. You like that?